My answer to that question is, did you actually just ask us that question?
Hey, we're off for Other Star, and we're just doing what we do, sitting on a couch and spend an evening with you boys. Crack a cold one.
With your boys. We usually listen to like EDM or like dubstep, hip hop, and we're trying to take all those like beats that we heard and make them into rock and roll sounds. That's what we were trying to do, and we would practice for like even like 10 hours, like pretty much like every single weekend. And it was like Friday night would be like the lube up jam. We'd be like, it like lubed us up. And then we really got to fuck on the Saturday. And we really fucked the whole Saturday.
We're gonna practice for 40 minutes, everybody, and then
Dad Cop pulls up. Fucking dadcop.com.
Cop pulled up to the house with a dad riding shotgun in the police car, just being like, "That's them." I have a harrowing tale. You should do like a Jaws close-up, slow zoom. Like, I chopped off this part of my finger. This was an island here. It was a clean cut, and I remember I started, because I was already thinking about all the recording and everything, and like, how am I gonna, like, oh, it's gonna be great, and then I chopped off my finger.
So when Jose's in the studio, right, and like we show up and Hank's got this like bandaged finger, so he's like, when that starts hurting, we're going to the hospital, right? And Hank's like, no, I'm good. And then he would like go up to the washroom upstairs just so no one could hear him screaming in pain.
That was the day I started respecting Hank.
Remember when this guy called me? I was trying to make him feel better, and he was like, I cut the tip of my finger. I was like, if God says fuck you, we fuck God.
First thing Rob says to me, he's like, don't worry about it, man. We're still going to record this album.
We got to get heavier. We got to get louder. We got to get more hip-hop. So everything we always kind of wanted to do came out in this album.
For me, I feel like it's one of those art forms where it's like when you're playing, you're really like in something.
You get to feel however you want to feel. I think that's the thing I like about music. Is that if you're writing the music, you get to decide how you are going to feel while you're on stage.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, music. Music can be. It's like a substitute for a friend sometimes. There's a lot of lonely kids. Figuring out their shit before you get to your 20s and shit. You feel like you don't connect to anything, but then you hear a song and you really connect to that. And you really like that, and you want to get into that. It's almost like being a musician. It's like you almost owe these people who did this for you. You've got to at least try to do this for other lonely kids who feel like they can't communicate with anybody. But then you hear a song, and then you feel like, okay, there's people in the world that you can communicate to. I'd been in a few bands before and stuff like that, but one thing I liked was the fact that Rob was an asshole.
Nobody wants an average person. Nobody likes an average person, okay? When you go to a doctor, you do not want an average doctor. So we've tried our best not to be an average band. And that's why I say we try our best not to be average. We try our best to be above that. Because I feel like that's what people deserve, and I feel like that's what people want in every walk of their lives, is for shit not to be average. Because fuck that. What average is the worst? That would be like, what's the product of the album? The product is our lives, collectively, because we are all best friends. And we live our lives together.
And we're just a bunch of freaks who have nothing else.
We have nothing else to do.
Triple props. Fucking yeah.
Power rings, activate.
We're fucking buds.